Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the show. This is the second episode of which party will I vote for and why it won't be EFF. You guys watched the first episode, and which I appreciate, and you guys engaged with the first episode of my reasons why which party will I vote for and why it won't be ANC. So far, I'm still undecided. I'm still assessing. I'm still going through each party's manifesto to see which one really I can identify with and which party is really for me. So yeah, if so also this is the second episode, and also, man, I just want you guys to do me a big favor here. Please, if you're watching, please do subscribe. Do, if you can, share and then like. The first two things that you can do for me: subscribe and like the video. And then if you can, then share the content with on your status on your social media. That would be greatly appreciated. So without wasting any time, I'm just gonna get into it. So I have two reasons why. So like before getting to that, let me just say I want to give EFF credit. I went through the EFF manifesto, and they mentioned so many things, and it seemed like they have a plan. They have the strategy in everything they that they mentioned there. There's a clear there's a clear strategy in order to tackle all the issues of policies. I mean, police to ensure that like there's less crime in our country. They stated in their manifesto. They have an idea how they're going to overcome or prevent the ever increasing crime. They have the strategy and the plan around our health service. I love the idea of having clinics in communities that will run 24 hours. And also having police stations around our communities that will also run 24 hours. And also the increment of social grant for old people and disabled people. I'm not sure if they also mentioned about increment of young kids. I mean, I'm not sure about that one, but then I just hope they wouldn't do that, because that will only encourage young kids to fall pregnant. I don't know how much they're getting from social grant, their grant money. I don't know how much is it, but I wouldn't advise them to waste tax people tax money on increasing that. And another thing that they mentioned, ensuring like there's accountability in people that like they have in their in their organization, because that's one thing that is lacking with ANC. There's no accountability within ANC, and we can see it every single day. And so yeah, with those things mentioned, I just want to also I just want to say, man, with that manifesto so clear, so detailed, and yeah, I would advise people to go and check it out. And so as you know, in 2014 I did vote for EFF, but then 2019 I didn't vote for EFF. Didn't really have a reason why I didn't want to vote for EFF. My reason why I didn't vote for EFF in 2019 is because I had hopes and had high expectations. I thought Cyril Ramaphosa was gonna come and root out all the corruption in ANC, and create more opportunities for people. And also when when Ramaphosa came into power, he promised us so many things. And yeah, I bet like probably like more of those things that he promised, he wasn't able to implement. So yeah, and you can't keep voting for people that promise you things and they don't achieve them. So I was like, okay, you know what, I need to change again. So most probably this year I'll be voting for a different party. Voted 2014 was EFF, 2019 was ANC, and then 2024 we yet to find out. We'll find out which party I will vote for. And so far I have one party in mind, and I'll reveal it in the later stage. And but then like now I just wanna mention one thing, man. Like my biggest issue, the biggest issue that I have with EFF, if EFF didn't have this issue, if they were not pushing for this idea of South Africa for all, if they were not pushing for that, I would gladly vote for EFF. I would gladly vote for EFF. But my biggest issue with EFF is South Africa for all. We cannot have that situation. And also my first question, that if I had a chance to have a conversation with Mr. Malema, I would ask him this question: besides fair trade or easy trade amongst Africans, besides that, because I'm sure like that's one thing that he always talks about, and one currency. Forget all those things. Forget all. Let me just. I would just want to ask. I would want to ask him one question. I want to pose this question to him. How is this free South Africa for everyone is going to help South Africa? That's my first question that I would want ask him. Don't tell me about free trade, because that one will benefit other Africans also. Just how is it going to benefit South Africa alone? Because like everyone knows, like we know that South Africa is most probably like the most successful country in Africa. The most is the desired destination for, compared to any other country in Africa, right? So knowing that like and everyone, there's the reason why everyone wants to come to South. There's There's a reason why we have so many illegal foreigners in South Africa, because we're the desired destination for them. So why must we make other people favors? Why must we make other African countries favors? Because then there's no other countries around in Africa that is pushing for this agenda for one Africa for all. There's no other country in Africa or party that is pushing for this idea of one currency. There's no other country in Africa that is saying we must have welcome other Africans without proper papers. There's no other country. But then here is this guy pushing this narrative. I don't understand what he is in it for, because he must be benefiting. Or but then let me not, I don't want to make allegation, but then it's so suspicious for me to see him like just driving this thing of Africa for all, and people must find creative way to enter our country. In my honestly, because like he's even willing to lose his supporters. He's even willing to lose people that were going to vote for him this year. He said in one of his speech saying like it doesn't, even if he that's the hill that he's willing to die on. So whether it's dead, whether you accept South Africa, whether you if you're against foreigners, then you're not welcomed. Let me not say if you're against foreigners, let me say this: if you're against illegal foreigners, then you're not welcomed in EFF. Because in one of his speech he said it himself. I'm sure if I can search on YouTube, I'll find a clip of him saying, for foreigners, Africans, they must find creative ways to get into South Africa. Imagine like one of the top 3 parties, leaders of top 3 parties, encouraging that. What kind of message is he sending to other people out there in Africa? What kind of message is he sending to foreigners, saying like, okay, obviously, like if I'm a foreigner and then I hear someone that is like so highly regarded encouraging me to find a creative way to enter his country, do you think I'm gonna take that country serious? Do you think I will respect that country's rules? I won't. And rules and laws and regulations, I'm not going to. Hence we have so many issues of drugs. Hence we have so many issues of girls being trafficked outside of our country. Because like these things of people being trafficked outside of the country, it is happening. This is not an allegation. This is not a rumor or what. No, this thing is happening. There was a video of this girl. I don't know if I have it. She was confessing, saying she was involved with she was working together with foreigners, and she was helping them she used to drug girls in clubs, and then those girls, then from there she will take them to a hotel or something, and then from there those girls, they will be trafficked to other countries. These are happening, and the people that she was working with, they were foreigners. These are happening. These are not rumors or allegations. These are the things that are happening. And that girl confessed, and I don't know why that girl is, even though she had a face covered, I don't know why she's still free. I don't know why she's still free, because she should be arrested right now. She should be arrested. But then knowing our country, That's probably not going to happen. And there was a girl named Karabo. She went missing in 2019. She's still missing, and apparently she was also one of the girls that was what do you call that was trafficked to other countries. Imagine like you just a girl went to a club, and then like next thing you find yourself in another country. Your family doesn't know where you are, and these are the results of illegal foreigners. These are the results of our borders being so porous, and our thing, this thing of if imagine if then like now we have like a free country, borderless country. Imagine how many girls how many girls are going to be trafficked outside of our country. How many girls are gonna go missing in our country. And it's not like Malemat is not aware of this. He's aware of this. He's aware of this. He knows that these things are happening. He reads the news. He watches the news. He's on Twitter. He knows these things are happening. And I'm quite sure he saw that clip of that girl confessing. But then no, he hasn't said anything about it. He hasn't said any word about it.
I've seen the video.
Which kind of means I'm like, is this person actually care about South Africans, or is more about like foreigners? Because like again, we have issues of hijacked buildings in South Africa. You go to Sunnyside, you go to Hillbrow. Hillbrow is a shadow of what it used to look like, and you go there. There's so many illegal foreigners there. I'll want anyone. I haven't been to Hillbrow in a long time, so I don't want to speculate, right? I went to Randburg. I go to Randburg like religiously. So you get to Randburg before you get to the side of Taxi Rank. Randburg Center, it's Randburg Square. You go there, you just take a walk through Randburg Square. I'm telling you, you'll be lucky to hear a South African language there. And this, I've been there a couple of times. May say maybe 5 times, or this year only I've been there like 5 times. You are lucky to hear a South African language there. There's like you'll feel like you're in a foreign country. As I felt out of place as South African walking around Randburg Square. I felt like I was a foreigner in my own country, and I was so uncomfortable. Imagine you're in your own country, a country that you're born in, but then you find yourself not knowing which area you're at, because like every other language you hear is foreign. You hear I'm not even gonna try and speak those languages, because like it would be it would be wrong of me to try and imitate their language. But then it just felt wrong, and it felt like, okay, if Malema is advocating for this just gonna get worse. Imagine like a South Africa that is like doesn't have borders, people knowing that they can come in already, that coming in and out of our country willingly, like without any penalties, without anything happening to them. And another thing that is also worrying me, our police, they know that these things are happening. Like it's fine, like there's no. And one thing that I also want to stress, that I'm glad that like the issue of illegal foreigners is being is a big deal, is one of the biggest issue with the coming elections. And I hope even ANC retains the power. I hope they will do something about this, because we cannot have a situation where people like just come in and out of our country like for fun, because South Africa we don't have the resources. We're not like USA, where like they have like illegal foreigners from Haiti, Jamaica, Mexico, Caribbeans and all. We cannot accommodate those people. We cannot hire these people that are coming from other countries illegal. We're not like we are like literally like a third world country. We're a third world country. Imagine how prosperous South Africa would be if we didn't have like illegal foreigners in our country. Imagine how successful South Africa would be if we had like, let's say maybe less than 1 million illegal foreigners in our country. Imagine how much improvement or change that will make on our employment, how much change that will make on our crime, how much change that will make on the shootings that we see in our area, everywhere that we, the crime, let me just say crime that we see in South Africa. Imagine the impact that will have on the standard of living that we have. Also, imagine like how much like people will feel much safer knowing that like everyone that is in the country is is accountant or content, or is being is was content. Yo man, it's cool, right? So imagine how much like that it change, that will make so much change. And like now, again, I'll make another example. You go to what's this place, Honeydew, right? At Honeydew, when you get to Honeydew, there's a thing, a, a filling station. I can't remember, is it Caltex or smart something? Yeah, you go there, right? On the corner, there's so many people like just sitting there, most of them illegal. Let me just say, everyone there is illegal foreigner. They're sitting like next to the by the garage, by the filling station. They're sitting there, just sitting there, hoping that like someone will come there and then just give them a piece job for the day. Every single day they are there at 7 o'clock or anytime in the morning. They go there and then just sit there and hope that someone will come through and offer them a piece job, and then and pay them, let's say 100 rand, 150, or whatever money that they will get, at the end of the day. These people have no skills. These people have no other alternative mode of income that they can depend on. The only thing that they can do is to go there, and I'm talking about like 20 or more. I'm not talking about like 5 people. I'm talking about 20 or more. So imagine like if these people, then like now you're there throughout the day, no one offers you any peace job, and you go home, you go back to your home. Let's say maybe you're shy because they probably like don't have homes. They was squatter, or they're in this hijack building. You go there, you have nothing to eat for the night. You don't have money for tomorrow. You have no idea where your next meal is gonna come from, and you get approached by someone, let's say any person, and they offer you, let's say 10,000, and then they tell you, I need you to do this for me. I need you to kill this person. Are you telling me these people are not going to take that offer? This why this what this what this issue of illegal foreigners is going to create. Because like now there'll be so many foreigners in our country, most of them unskilled. They don't have the skills, and most of them then probably like not gonna get hired in South Africa, because already there's so many. Not everyone's gonna get hired when they come to our country. So now we're gonna have an issue of murder rate increasing in our country. Crime rate is gonna increase in our country. Because like now, if you're not getting hired now, then like now, what's the alternative? Because you gotta eat. You have the kids, they're depending on you. They're looking on you for food. So like now, you obviously gonna gravitate towards crime. You're gonna gravitate towards crime because like now you are hungry. You are hungry. You have to eat. So, and you left your country hoping that like when you get to South Africa, things are gonna get better. You come to South Africa, still not getting hired. Then there's only one option that you're gonna gravitate towards. Either you're gonna gravitate to being a criminal, or gravitate towards selling drugs, or gravitate towards scamming people. Because at